First place, those are the words every competitive gamer wants to hear when they make it to the end of a long competition. First place means that your hard work is paid off. It can boost your reputation and make all the difference in your career. Some pros have at least 1 or 2 first place awards to brag about, while others have achieved much in their careers but are still missing that crowning jewel. So what happens when you manage to consistently place first, accumulate thousands of followers on Twitch, and reap over 300,000 in rewards in only 2 years? But your crunch saw me, where you at? Your motivation guy is back, and we hope you guys have been enjoying everything Season 6 has to offer, both in the Battle Pass and on the island. But today, we're going to step back into the world of competitive Fortnite and shine our spotlight on yet another pro gamer who has not only accomplished many amazing things in his past career, but recently made headlines as he paves the way for his own future. Today's story will be about a player who has managed to place first 13 different times and continues to exceed expectations wherever he goes. He's a 15-year-old professional and until very recently was an iconic member of Wave Sports. I am, of course, referring to 2-time FNCS winner and reigning champion JannisZ. So buckle up and let's get ready to explore this story that created a legend and made him one of the most popular and sought-after players in Europe.
Let's go!
JannisZ, real name JannisZ Matwin, is a German Fortnite star who started his career when he was only 13. He lived a relatively common life with his family, going to school and staying on top of his homework. However, unlike other kids his age, JannisZ was about to step through a doorway to an exciting era of his life. Like many kids his age, JannisZ had an interest in video games and would often play mobile games on his phone whenever he had the chance. Later on, he would also start to play games on PC. Before getting deep into Fortnite, JannisZ played games such as Minecraft and Rocket League. And so what he really enjoyed about the games was the feeling of playing with other people. For him, this team-based play clicked with him in a way that would help him achieve greatness later in life. Eventually, Fortnite Battle Royale hit the market and JannisZ showed interest trying it on day one. It wasn't long before he discovered a passion for the game and decided to quit Rocket League in favor of his newfound interest. The competitiveness of the game is what drew him and made him want to improve his skills. His first few years of Fortnite were relatively quiet, but eventually his thirst for competition would drive him to seek out new thrills. JannisZ would officially enter the world of competitive Fortnite on March 4, 2019. The best way to do this was to enter a public event and hope that he would achieve a high enough score to get his name on the board. This event turned out to be Share the Love, where he teamed up with Marlon. As a duo team together, they placed 169th. Although this placement didn't put him on the map right away, it was a start that showed that he could make it into the leaderboard. Ever since then, every other event after that would show massive improvements as he placed higher and higher. For the time being, JannisZ would begin to gain popularity for his exploits and naturally gain more than a few fans in the process. He frequently streamed on Twitch and made sure to keep in touch with his community. He also restructured his YouTube channel so that it would better fit his new pro gamer personality. However, despite such a massive influx of fame coming his way, he was more well known by his stage name, and details about his personal life remained a mystery. Even his actual appearance was unknown with no face reveal. But he was more than just a popular Fortnite player with a Twitch channel. He was an inspiration to his followers who felt motivated by watching somebody so young accomplish so many things. It was a sign that anyone that wanted to get into esports wasn't just daydreaming about something impossible or even impractical. After all, esports is a career that is relatively new, and it's not always the first career you're encouraged to pursue while growing up. However, with JannisZ tearing it up, suddenly these dreams were validated for those with the heart of a pro gamer. For the next 5 months, JannisZ would participate in 6 more events as he familiarized himself with more competitive side of Fortnite. He would participate in events such as the Fortnite World Cup and the European Trio Catch Cup. However, his days as a free agent would soon come to an end when news of his accomplishments reached the ears of a sword organization. That July, JannisZ would be approached by Wave Esports, who had decided that they wanted to sign on the young player. And by the 29th, they had come to an agreement, and JannisZ would become the newest member of the organization. This partnership would surely help him out in his future endeavors. However, unlike many other Fortnite stars who end up moving on from org to org, JannisZ found a comfortable spot within Wave and just stuck with it. Of course, now that he was getting more involved with an organization, the time to show his face finally came, and he had his first official face reveal.
In the current meta, you should wall snipers because you can't really do anything, and maybe nerf the floppers and the slurpfishes, but the mobility with games without mobility are still fine. It's not that bad.
JannisZ's time with Wave Esports ultimately helped him become the player that he is today. Within Wave, he had plenty of opportunities to team up with other major players, as well as the chance to participate in the org's boot camps where he trained and he got to know his fellow org mates. Eventually, this culminated in one of his more iconic victories. On February 29th of 2020, JannisZ would team up with TaySun and take on the Avista Cup. Together, they toppled all the rest and came out on top. This was JannisZ's first taste of gold, and based on his future placements, it seemed that he had gotten a case of gold fever. Less than a month later, in March, JannisZ and TaySun teamed up with yet again another first place victory at the FNCS Chapter 2 Season 2 warm-up.
Oh! We're like the best, bro. Oh my God.
The chemistry between JannisZ and TaySun was unbelievable as they continued to team up for the next few months. Together, they dominated the scene and learned each other's moves and habits and playstyles. It was a match made in heaven, and they had the score to back it up. On May 24th of 2020, JannisZ would set a record when he took home first place at the European Fortnite Champion Series Invitational. This wasn't the first time that he took home first place, and it definitely would not be his last. However, what made this victory so special was the bountiful cash prize that came with it. JannisZ reaped a hefty reward of $120,000. It was the largest amount of winnings that he had ever received from any singular tournament. It was definitely an exciting day and living proof that you can get rich playing video games. Of course, being 15 meant that he still had to get up and go to class the next day. However, on the plus side, he was sure to be popular at school now. It's not every day that you have an esports star as your classmate. However, as is natural with fame and popularity, sometimes you also become a magnet for drama and controversy. Following his 120,000 win, allegations began popping up that JannisZ and TaySun had teamed during the match.
In this video, I'm going to give you guys the full story. I personally reached out to JannisZ and TaySun, and they did work with me hand in hand, trying to give me proof that they did not cheat.
For anybody new to the competitive community, teaming is when two players on opposing teams work together or have coordinated movements planned out beforehand. The most notable accusation came when a YouTuber by the name of Absolute posted a video compilation of the players taking part in seemingly coordinated actions. And while the video was made by a small YouTuber, it began to trend with another pro gamer by the name of BBG Calc, shared the video on his Twitter, and luckily, JannisZ and TaySun were just able to overcome this dilemma when a YouTuber by the name of the Fortnite guy reached out to them. Together, they were able to debunk most of the allegations and lay the matter to rest. That's the life of a superstar. So, what's new with JannisZ this year? After all, 2021 is a year of new beginnings and better days. On the competitive side, JannisZ, along with his latest team consisting of Andalex and Sweezy, placed first during the third week of the Razor Invitational in January. Then in February, he managed to achieve 3 more first place finishes in a row with the help of his other set of teammates, Hen and Chapix. Things were looking good for his career-wise, but he had also taken another personal toll near the start of the year. Unfortunately, in January, tragedy struck when JannisZ's father sadly passed away from a heart attack. It came as a surprise and would definitely shake up his life. However, he was determined to be the best that he could be and honor his father's memory. And on March 14th, JannisZ, along with Hen and Uguay, would win the European FNCS Finals. It was a momentous victory and his most recent first place achievement. He would then go on Twitter and dedicate the accomplishment to his dad. Surely he would have been proud of his 15-year-old son. And by this point, JannisZ had earned over 300,000 in winnings and accumulated over 300,000 followers on Twitch. His career was going strong and his partnership with Wave was seemingly going to go on forever. However, some more surprises were right around the corner to shake things up in a good way. As we were just working on this video, JannisZ's story continued to unfold. On March 22nd, JannisZ announced that he was leaving Wave Esports after 2 years of being part of the roster. The announcement came as a surprise to his fans and followers, who immediately began to speculate. And after so many years of being part of Wave, seeing him leave surely meant that something big was coming. The very next day, JannisZ tweeted out a hint that he was currently in the process of being signed on. However, the tweet never mentioned to who, and once again his fans were speculating as to what organization it could possibly be. Could it possibly be FaZe? What about Endless? Being such a fierce competitor takes time, patience, and most importantly, having good connections. And these connections have helped him understand different play styles and communication skills that would help him achieve so many victories. However, a career in esports is not so different after all than any other job. Sometimes it helps getting acquainted with others in the same field, since these can lead to some amazing opportunities down the line. And this is a reason why it makes perfect sense for JannisZ to sign on to the team that he was heading on to next. On January 24th, the bar was lifted and the floodgates were open. The announcements were live. JannisZ was now an official member of Guild Esports, playing against the ranks of other Fortnite legends and old comrades such as JannisZ, Flick, Hen, and Anas. Not only was this an amazing break for JannisZ, but it was an opportunity to work with so many of his former teammates, especially ones that had helped him accomplish so much in his career. It's safe to say that this was the perfect fit for him and a dream come true. JannisZ's journey to stardom was not an easy one. However, with his natural talent and his teammates, he has gone above and beyond to prove himself an amazing member of the esports community. Where will this new venture into Guild Esports take JannisZ from here on out? JannisZ is only 15 with plenty of time to improve his skills even further. However, seeing his track record, it can be safe to say that no matter the challenge or the competition, JannisZ will find a way to come out on top. Butcher Crunch Army, that was the story of JannisZ. I mean, he's a young gun in the scene and he's already left a big mark, but I can tell he has so much more to prove. And if you put your mind to it, you could be just like him. Hey, if you guys liked the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you want some more motivation, connect with me on my Instagram at YourMotivationGuy. Keep grinding, never quit. I'll see you soon.